Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right, there we go. You got your
Front
picture.
one. Got my surfing selfie.
Cool.
Right, that's number one.
Okay.
Right? Says I'm a cool, active guy. Right.
Right.
Maybe a lone soul that needs saving or something.
Okay. One in your
Fun
kitchen.
social shot.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that I'm holding the phone.
Okay.
Because
okay.
it looks like, oh, this is what I look like right now. This is what I'm doing.
Okay. What is this one?
That's
you and a
me.
fish.
What? No, that's me at the top of Mount Washington.
Oh, okay. So
Or
it shows,
near the top of
okay.
Mount
Did you
Washington.
very selectively pick these, or?
I tried to like do active ones,
Okay.
social ones, kind of stuff like
Gotcha.
that. Headshots, full body shots. But this is just kind of more of a headshot, I guess.
Okay.
Because I feel like I look like I have a double chin in this one, so I felt like I don't know. I don't have a double chin in that one.
All right.
Surfing shot, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Little bod shot,
Okay.
I guess. Not too close though. Oh yeah.
Wow, you have a lot of photos on there.
No, I have the max. I think it's 6 photos. or
Okay,
something.
gotcha.
Yeah, and then me drinking out of the kickball trophy.
Okay.
Shows I'm a winner.
That's-
I like that.
All right, and do you have?
I actually worked on the description for
Okay,
a while.
will you read it to us?
I had a whole thing written out before, but then I ran it past my roommate, and he was like, "Yeah, it sounds like you're trying too hard."
Okay.
So
you purposely edited.
I just put on a little sentence, which is probably the greatest quote I've ever thought of. It just says, "Go to go, don't go to have gone."
Okay, where did you hear that, or?
I made that up,
Gotcha.
but it sounds like somebody important said it.
All right, all right. And did you put any interests on there, or?
It just links with your Facebook, so
Okay.
it pretty much the only big interests I have are the school.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's been the only shared interest you have with
Yeah,
most
maybe
people.
I should broaden my interests. On
Do you think
Facebook.
that would help?
I don't know. I don't know how people look at it.
Okay, gotcha.
I have no clue.
So when you are assessing people's profiles, do you look at their little blurb and scroll through their photos, or are you instant yes, no?
Depends on what mood I'm in, and it depends on what they look like. Obviously, super pretty people get a yes right away.
Okay.
You know, I kind of ignore the average people. Not that they're bad looking or anything like that, but like we were talking about, they're just kind of boring.
Okay.
But then if people are kind of have a weird edginess going on in their photos, the photos I always look at first, but if somebody kind of has a weird edginess going on, then I look at the description to see
What is weird edginess?
you know, maybe they've got like a picture of a Polaroid picture as their main thing, or maybe they
Okay.
have some, you know, asymmetric haircut or some crazy haircut, which I dig. I totally
Okay.
dig all of it, but you got to check to see what they're saying. If they have some super sobby emotional thing in their description, probably gonna get a no. But if they just sound like some cool person, I don't know. What do you think?
I use Tinder just to kind of meet up with girls. I think it's just a really easy way to find girls that I wouldn't usually meet, and usually kind of just hook up with them.
I downloaded Tinder at the suggestion of one of my roommates, who told me that it's a great way to meet new people and have fun on your phone.
For that exact reason, some of my other friends had kind of gotten lucky with Tinder, and they were like, "Hey, you can meet some girls. You should try it out." And I went for it, and I've been kind of successful.
For a relationship.
Am I looking for just sex? No, I'm looking for a good date before sex.
I actually have Tinder because my roommates have Tinder app, but I use it to meet people because since I'm a freshman in college, I don't know a lot of people and I'm not from Boston, so it's to make friends and stuff.
I don't know. I guess like best case scenario, meet some cool chick.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say. You should ask the question that you're really trying to ask. Like, are you just looking for sex? That's the question you're trying to ask.
Whatever,
but why
yeah.
didn't you just ask the question you wanted to ask?
Well, I already got what I needed to get out of it. I met my boyfriend on Tinder.
No?
One person didn't work out.
Usually I talk to them for a little bit, and then if they're in my area, and I'm in Boston, so they're usually not too far away, and I'll usually end up meeting up with them in person.
You'll meet with a couple of them, only the ones who actually seem like they want to have a conversation and, you know, develop a friendship.
I've messaged a couple people, but I haven't met anybody
Okay.
in person.
I've met up with, I'd say, 4 or 5 different girls on Tinder.
Well, there's the people that like are looking for a relationship, then the people who are just looking for hookups, and then the people who are just bored and want to like mess with people, get their self-esteem up.
It is useful for the current generation in different ways. I mean, for me, it was useful in terms of making friends, but I can see how for other people it's useful, you know, to hook up, which is what it's primarily used.
You know, if I had to break it down, I'd say most people are just kind of looking for entertainment. Just this is what I wanted to say earlier. It really is this weird kind of voyeurism. You know, just being able to look at strangers and then be able to say whether they're hot or not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd say most people are on it just for entertainment, and then I'm sure there is a small group of people who are just looking for a hookup that day, even though I think that's a very small thing. And then I think there is a group of people who are using it kind of more as a conventional dating type thing.
Okay.
I would say that the largest majority of them are just entertaining themselves.
Yeah.
And kind of getting a kick out of rejecting, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just having the power
So something something about
Yeah.
the power. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it's sort of about gaining self-confidence.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
a total ego thing.
Okay, gotcha.
It's about, yeah, that's what I would say. It's about, yeah, totally. It's about you saying who is hot and who's not hot. Even though most people look average, you know, pretty much everybody you look at is the same type of picture,
Okay.
the same type of thing, right? But you get to decide who's hot and who's not.
So it gets
And
a
then-
little okay.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm just thinking about it just now.
Huh. It didn't occur to you that it could be just purely for an ego boost?
No, because I think I was enjoying it so much.
Yeah.
No, for a guy, I think it's very dangerous because it kind of feeds into the power, I guess, dynamic where, you know, guys for some reason have this attraction to like being able to be super powerful when it comes to saying who's hot, who's not, who likes me, who
Right.
doesn't like me. But on the other hand, I guess it gives that to ladies. They're doing the same thing
Right.
on the other end. So, hey, I don't know.
I'd say I take it seriously in the sense that no, just for fun. I'm not really looking for a serious relationship with it. Kind of just looking to meet up with girls on Tinder, and that's kind of been what it's like been so far.
50-50, but I get the impression that most people are just using it for entertainment and fun.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of matches, and then you try to message people and
Right.
be nice, but then they just don't message you back.
Because it is
yeah.
a thing and it's an actual
Yeah.
term.
I know that it's an actual term. I know that it's a thing.
Yeah.
I don't always agree with like calling it a culture because that kind of implies that it's a coordinated group of people.
Yes, definitely.
For sure. You know, I just go on there when I was like bored, once a day.
4 or 5 sessions of just going through people.
Use it maybe like once or twice a day.
Guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Do you have Tinder?
No, I don't.
Why don't you have Tinder? Dating apps don't appeal to me. I don't think people on dating apps are looking for anything real, so I don't have Tinder.
Do you have friends that have Tinder or people that you know?
Yeah, most of my friends have Tinder.
Do you think they are getting what they want to get out of Tinder?
No, I think they just go on them for fun. They're not looking for anything serious or real, so it's just a way to entertain themselves.
What do you think about Tinder and the whole online dating apps?
They don't appeal to me because either it's people that are looking just to have fun, or some of them are just really weird, and so it works for some people, but I don't think it's the most successful way to find a relationship.
And do you think all these new apps and online dating websites have created a hookup culture?
Yes, definitely. I think people make less of an effort to go out and meet real people. And so when they have a dating app that just does it for them, it's way easier to find someone that you can just have fun with.
Do you think a younger generation is using this app, or like older people also use it?
I think, I don't really know because I haven't been on it, but I think mostly it's people our age and up. I don't think younger people are using it yet. They eventually will, though.
But you think, like, for example, people the age of 30 and 40 use it?
I mean, definitely there's some people on there, but I don't know if they use it as a serious relationship, like a serious way to find a relationship.
And do you think guys use it more than girls? Like, there's more guys on the...
Yes, I think way more guys go on Tinder, and girls are less prone to admit that they are on Tinder. So I think the majority of serious users are guys.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
I think people tend to hide it.
It depends. I feel like if you're looking, like if you're on Tinder for reasons, like serious reasons, then it's embarrassing. But if you're just like, yeah, I either want my self-esteem up or a hookup, then I mean, whatever, it's not really embarrassing.
Yes, I think way more guys go on Tinder, and girls are less prone to admit that they are on Tinder. So I think the majority of serious users are guys.
Males would hide it more than males.
Why do you think this? Why?
I think usually males are more upfront about just wanting to hook up, whereas females are a little shy away and are like more embarrassed about it just because they don't want to seem desperate or...
No, and they have like age settings, so if you're older and want to only see matches for older people, you can set it up like that.
Early generations, 16 to 23.
I mean, I don't know. Just I think a lot of, I don't know. I'm basing my answer to it just on how I would think that, somebody like my parents would would use it, which just wouldn't happen.
Right.
I don't know. Or maybe they would. I don't know. They're kind of less wary of strangers on the internet sometimes. I have no clue.
I think from teenagers onwards, people use it. People our age tend to use it just to hook up, but I do know of older people who do use it to start an actual relationship.
As in, do you think younger generations only want to hook up and only have casual sex, or that's just part of a phenomenon? Or...
I think that there are two types of people. I think that there are people who really just want to hook up just for attention for a brief moment. And I mean, honestly, I think that's how a lot of relationships start. I think it starts out as just kind of a hookup, but then people realize that, you know, there's something nice about having somebody else make you feel significant for half a second.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I think it's kind of weird nowadays to do the whole like unconsummated love, go on a million dates before you finally do anything with somebody. It just doesn't seem to work.
Right.
I've had relationships with people where you just go on a bunch of dates and nothing ever happens. It's just lame and awkward after a little while. So
Okay. So would you have
Just to kind of meet up with girls.
Yeah, I met my boyfriend on Tinder.
like unconsummated love